Greetings and salutations from beautiful Greenville, North Carolina. Burr, 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 burr. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, I am aware it has been a long time since I made a video on this particular channel. I know it's been months. We're not going to talk about it. We're just going to get straight into it. And the topic of conversation today is these Rick Owens Runway Porterville Bella wide leg pants. I picked these up recently from Les 17 for an absolute steal. I paid $362 for these pants that retailed for $1,000, and I have quite a few thoughts about them. So you know what? Without any further ado, let's get into it. But before we do that, I'm not going to recommend that you subscribe to this channel, but I am going to ask that if you get anything out of this video, go ahead and click the like button for me. Let YouTube know that you fucks with your boy, or at least you fuck with this content, and it at least lets me know that I should do more stuff like this for this particular channel the infrequent times that I do upload it. Also, if you're wondering where I've been, check me out on Sad Marcus Inc., where I talk about anime, manga, all of those type of things, anime figures, what you see in my background kind of sort of right now. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about these goddamn pants. Okay, so breaking it down into a few of the details about these pants before we talk about like thoughts and impressions. First things first, they are made of GOTS certified organic cotton, which means that they are supposedly made out of cotton that is not grown with so many harmful chemicals, therefore supposed to be a little bit better for the environment. Now, I can't certify how true that is. I don't know. This is just the information from Owens Corp about these pants. Now, they feature the classic Rick Owens drawstring, trouser, elastic waist, the thing we all know and love Rick Owens for, and they are hella comfortable for it. Like I said, I picked these up from a Canadian store called Les 17. I can't remember where they're based out of. I think it might be Montreal though, but I could be wrong about that. I definitely could have looked it up, but I didn't. So how about you do that? Now, they had these for, I want to say $484, and then they were running an additional 25% off sale. I actually waited until they got like another price drop. Well, that's what I was waiting on, another price drop, and then that 25% hit, and boom, I had to get it. So like I said, I ended up paying about $362 for them, which is great considering that the original retail was about $1,000 on these guys. And yes, I have been gatekeeping this particular site. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I've been gatekeeping it because I be finding some incredible deals on that site. I actually picked up my wide leg dark shadow Creech cargos from them. I think it was almost 2 years ago now, and I absolutely love them, and I got it for a great deal, about 400 and something bucks for those. But man, these Porterville ones have been the best steal in a pair of brand new Rick pants I have ever bought. Now, I got these in a size 48. I was kind of on the fence between the 48 and the 50. When I first tried them on, I thought I might have made the wrong choice, but after wearing them for a couple of days, I actually think I made the right choice because they fit very, very well on the waist. I don't feel like they're gonna fall down like some of my other pants do after the cotton stretched out a little bit for me. Now, these also feature a 4-pocket styling, welt pockets on the front, 2 flat cargo pockets on the back with hardware snap buttons, heavy kind of metal hardware snap buttons on those back pockets, and then metal rivets on the front pockets. So really nice, clean design. Definitely makes them feel a little bit more dressed up than casual, even though the cut of them makes them feel casual. And I think they fit really nice in the thighs, and they kind of bellow out right at the knee into like a very slight flare. Like overall, the whole pant is kind of wide, but I think they're designed to have like a little bit of a flare from the knee down. Now, the main reason why I purchased these particular pants was because of the Porterville embroidering right across the crotch. This was from Rick Owens Fall Winter 2024, and I remember seeing these come down the runway, and I was like, I gotta have these. I actually want the long boxer short versions of these too, which I've been eyeing on Les 17. Y'all stay away from that site. Y'all stay away from it. I've been gatekeeping it. Y'all stay away from it. Nah, you should definitely go because they have great deals, and I think they're definitely like one of the more slept on stores, so you should check it out. But just stay away from those long boxer shorts because I'm trying to get them hoes when I get a little bit more bread, you feel me? So now that we talked about a few of the details of the pants, why don't we talk about a few of my thoughts and impressions, since I have been wearing them the last couple of days. So I think I have kind of a grasp about how I feel about them. So the first thing I noticed when putting my hands on these pants was just how nice the cotton feels. Now, they don't feel quite as heavy as the cotton on the pusher pants that I got a couple of years ago. I felt like those really, like the cotton felt really, really dense when I first got it. These are described as a mid-weight, and if I were to use any description to describe them, I would probably say a medium weight. Fits the description to a T. But with that said, they do have a very, very nice hand feel. It's almost like the pant has been starched, or it's like a little bit rigid. It's hard to describe, but if you've ever owned a brand new pair of like Rick cotton poplin pants, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It has that kind of stiff, starchy finish to it with the really, really deep, rich black color, which I'm curious to know how they really achieve that like rich color, because even you'll see in the B-roll how dark these pants look. Like they look black, like blackety black, which is great. I love that. I detailed this a little bit earlier, but like I said, in the size 48 that I got, they fit perfectly in the waist. They feel a little bit slim on my thighs. I mean, as slim as a wide leg is gonna feel, because it's not like tight or anything like that. These not like them Kendrick pants he wore to the Super Bowl. They're still loose in the thighs, but definitely slimmer than I thought they were gonna be. And then you get that kind of flare cut right at the knee. I absolutely love that look. They look incredibly dramatic when you're wearing them. Like they look so dramatic. And then couple that with the fact that these pants are so fucking long. They are ridiculously long. I'm only 5'7", 5'8" on a good day. Like 5'7.5" is like my actual height. And these pants are way too long for me. And I kind of knew that, but I wanted to, instead of getting them tailored like I did with my last pants, especially after I had some issues with the dry cleaner shrinking them a little bit on me, I thought I would leave these pretty much intact. Now, I did some big ass cuffs on them, and I know I could have just turned them up and either pinned them down or put some like tape, some hemming tape around them or whatever, but I wanted to really experiment with putting some big ass cuffs on them. And you know what? I don't really hate it. I feel like I still kind of get the effect that I'm going for, but I really would prefer for them to be able to like stack over the pant the way that they're supposed to. I don't want to damage the bottom of the pants. Like, I don't know. It's just me. I put a lot of weight into these pants. I just don't want to like have them out here ripped all up. But number two, I don't know. I can't walk when they're covering up my shoes. Like, I just literally can't walk. I just feel the pant like about to make me trip. So right now I'm gonna roll with the cuffs for now, and then maybe later on I might get them tailored just a little bit, like enough that like I can get the look but also walk in them. So we're gonna see. I also find, going back to the fit, that they do feel a little bit different than my dark shadow wide leg pants. For the most part, I felt like the pushers and the creech pants fit about the same across the board, and they fit more like just straight wide all the way down. These have that little bit of like cut in at the knee, and then that drama at the bottom. So I just really love that. I will also say the Porterville embroidery is really nice and not as intrusive as I thought it would be. Like it's like a little bit of an accent. Unless you're wearing like a really short shirt, you're only gonna see it peeking out just a little bit under your shirt. I think it's a really great detail. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger. It's not, but I definitely think it's done incredibly well on the pants. With that said, I definitely think that these are a really well done pair of pants. And there is like a heavyweight version of these too that I considered, but I think I went the right way with the medium weight pants. Now, onto the styling portion of this. I only really did one outfit with this. I don't think I'm gonna go too crazy, like trying too many different things. Just the nature of the proportions of the pants, I do feel a little bit more restricted than I have in previous like stylings of like my Rick Owens pants, but I think they pair really well with my Rick Owens and Champion Tommy T. I just think the proportions are like just right for each other. They both kind of have that loose and like flowy look. And of course, because they are so long and wide, they look incredible with my Mega Bumper Geo baskets. I think you just really have to go with something chunky with these guys. I think they pair really well with like the Mega Bumper series. I think they would pair really well with Kiss Heels. I think they would pair really well with Bozo Beetle tractor boots, or any of like the tractor boot styles, that kind of chunky sole. But anything with a chunky sole is going to work really well with it. Now, don't really expect to see much of the shoes, if any at all. These are designed to puddle like right over the top of the shoes, and just give you that real big dramatic kind of stacked, just too much length effect. And I totally understand that. I do wish there was some way to get that effect while also being able to walk though. That's my one thing. I'm also on the fence on whether or not it is the right look for me, considering that I am a little bit short and stocky. So I don't know if that's the right look for me. I'm gonna probably decide in the next few weeks what direction I'm gonna go, because I love the way it looks. I just don't know if it works for me. Like, I think it makes me look even shorter and stocky. But you can let me know what you think of this B-roll you're probably seeing right now of me with the pants on, with the whole outfit on. Now, I would definitely like to revisit this video and these pants with some like styling stuff once I kind of get a few more pieces that I feel like I can pair really well with it. I think I would like to do like a full styling video with these pants just to see what you guys think. I'm definitely working on like buying a few pieces. I haven't bought a lot of clothes lately. I think this and a few other things have been it, but I definitely, want to start picking up a few more things just to kind of fill out my wardrobe, because I want to get my closet in like a very specific direction. And I think these are going to be like a very key piece on that move in my closet. So there you have it, my friends. Really quick video talking about these Rick Owens Porterville Y Bellas from the fall winter 2025 Porterville collection. I really love these pants. Honestly, my only complaint about them is probably the length, and I get why they're the length they are. I just have to figure out how to make it work for me. But yeah, I know it's been a really long time since I made a video for this channel. I've been thinking about you guys though, I'm not gonna lie. But if you want to check me out, you can always check out my anime and manga channel, Sad Marcus Inc. I put out videos pretty often over there. That's just kind of really the direction I've gone with wanting to make content. Like, just fashion content is just like not quite as exciting for me to make. But every now and again, when I have something that I want to talk about or something that I feel like would be helpful to you guys, then I'm going to talk about it. And I think somebody's probably out there looking for these pants, so you might want to see how somebody's wearing them, what their thoughts and impressions are. And that's what this video is for. I do have another product coming in that I want to do a review on that I think you guys might be interested in. So that's supposed to be coming in sometime this week. If I can motivate myself to sit down and actually make the video for it, then I will be making a video on that particular product for you guys to check out too. But it is nice to pop in every now and again and give you guys a little bit of content. If you are new to this channel and you have recently subscribed, sorry that I have not put out any new content in a long time. It's going to be pretty infrequent. I'm not mad at you for unsubscribing, but hey, if you want to pop in every now and again and see if I drop something new, come on down. I mean, my first love is always fashion. This is the manga anime. That's always secondary, but my first love is always going to be fashion. I feel like I built like a really good following on this particular channel. I just am not engaging with fashion in a way that I used to. I get dressed every day. It's fun, but as far as like really trying to get fits off and finding new stuff and getting up, I just don't have that type of motivation anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. I still love Rick. I buy a little bit of Rick here and there every now and again. That's pretty much what my fashion has been simplified to. However, I have picked up a few things over the last few months or whatever that I may pop in and talk about because I think it may be helpful for you guys. Like I have a couple of other pairs of pants that I picked up from the same company, same pants, just two different colors. I think it might be helpful if I talk to you guys about those. This other thing that I have coming in, I'm going to talk to you guys about something else, a pair of shoes that I bought some months ago that I meant to do a video on and never got around to. I might actually make that video. So there are some things that I'm a bit more motivated to, make content about. Anyway, long ramble to end the video. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe to this channel, but I will ask you to like this video if you do enjoy it and you get anything out of it. Anyway, thanks for watching, man. Glad to be back here, checking you guys out, saying what's up, popping in. Feel free to check me out on my other channel. If you are into anime manga, I upload pretty regularly over there. Otherwise, if you want to hang out here and wait for the next video, that's cool too, because I got something else coming for you. It might not be soon, but it will be coming. But until I see you guys again, peace.